Hey guys, this is a different version of me. Usually I'm on the other side of the camera, but today I've got a different video for y'all. It's not a video, it's kind of emotional to me. And it's not about anything that you've seen on my channel before. It is about Sears and Kmart closing in unfortunate circumstances. As many of you know, they have been closing down stores left and right, and they're pretty much going to file for bankruptcy. I don't see them lasting more than a year and a half at this point. Their sales keep declining. They're unprofitable stores to keep shutting those down, but that's not working. Their sales and their stores that they keep open are still declining. It's just a downward spiral into bankruptcy at this point, and there's not much really anyone can do about it. And as you all will know, if you don't already know already, Mr. Eddie Lampert is doing a real good job of putting them in the toilet, because he's only in it for himself. As you can probably tell already, wow, let me speak here. This video is, personally, I like Sears and the Kmart Corporation. I'm for Sears Holdings, so there is a bias towards this video, I guess you could say, because I like Sears more than I like Lampert. But honestly, I don't think anyone likes him, because he was voted, according to Glassdoor, America's most hated CEO in America. So, not many people like him, so there's that. But this video is about why a lot of Sears and Kmart locations are closing. Now let me take you back to when he was, I think, chairman, I believe, in Sears. Or no, Kmart, I'm sorry, wow. Yeah, this video is very amateur, low budget, so if it helps you, great. If it doesn't, sorry. So back in the 90s and late 80s and 90s, Kmart decided to buy out companies that they really shouldn't have been buying out. They should have been working on their infrastructure. These companies will probably sound familiar to you, and hardly any of them are still around today, including Walden Bank Company, or Book Company, Builders Square, Payless Drugstores, Northwest Paste Membership Warehouse, the Borders Bookstore Chain, and Sports Authority. The only one I could think of, I've never heard of some of those because I'm on the West Coast, but some of them, like Borders, yeah, they went out of business a long time ago. Sports Authority, they went out of business back in 2016. Office Max, they had to merge with Office Depot. Yeah, they didn't. Kmart just really ran them the ground, even though in 1995 Kmart sold them back, they still didn't really take off that well after Kmart was done with them. And all around this time in 1994, Walmart oversold Kmart, and Walmart's been growing ever since. So that's not a great way either. Now, with the company, then in around 2006, yeah, 2006 or something, Kmart filed for bankruptcy. And they decided to buy Sears. And then I think it was Mr. Lampert, Eddie Lampert, as we all know, is infamously famous today, decided that he wanted to buy merge Sears with, I think it was $11 million or $11 billion. And it's not been great since. He wanted to be the next Warren Buffett. Guy's got a dream. So people decided, no, let's let him do his thing for a bit. But clearly, what he wants to do is not working. I locked myself out of my computer here. One sec. Sorry, guys. Wow, this video is turning horrible. Wow. So, yeah. Then here's a, from Business Insider, here's a little infographic I really like. It says, "Game over" in the Sears logo. Anyway, and here's something that's in this article from Business Insider that really strikes me. Back in 2015, on Sears' Illinois campus back in Hoffman Estates, while Mr. Lampert is, who the heck knows where, going to be on a video live stream, he only goes into the company about once a year. Most of the time, he's just out doing whatever he wants. Now, as a CEO, I really don't know, because I'm just an 18-year-old, so what do I know about running a CEO and being a company? I don't know, but I think you should be at your company more than once a year, to make it run well. And clearly, you see how well Sears and Kmart's doing. They're almost bankrupt as it is, so there's that. Everyone is scared to talk to him. And because this says at the beginning, puts a note down, it says do not say these words. One of those words is consumer. Because everyone is a member, according to Mr. Lampert, which I don't mind that. Because, I mean, you're trying to make people feel personal. Like saying, oh, they're members instead of just customers or consumers. I kind of like that, to be honest. It's kind of a nice little way of saying, hey, we appreciate you, but that's pretty much where his humanity ends. Because if you say consumer, start yelling at you and publicly yelling and ridiculing you. And it's happened multiple occasions. That courtroom. Wow. I'm sorry, guys, I can't speak. That room is infamously famous. Wow, I say that a lot. Wow. Is well known for the yelling and rants that go on in there. Because if you talk back to Eddie, he acts like a toddler. Okay. He will literally, if you don't agree with his plan to revive the company, and you see how well that plan is working, guys, you'll get yelled at for half an hour. Like, for example, if I was a chairman or something of the company, and I were to say, hey, maybe we should not do this and do that. Oh no, I get yelled at for 45 minutes, according to this one employee said in this article right here. So I don't think that's a great way to run a company. And now I'm getting back. Now I'm just repeating myself. I'm sorry, guys. This is a horrible, horrible video. I may not even upload it. It's so bad. But if it helps somebody, great. If it gets popular, I'll redo it and make it better. But I doubt it'll get popular. But anyway, I do a lot of rambling. Back in 2015, Sears Holdings Corporation at this point, because when Kmart bought out Sears, they decided to name it Sears Holdings, because that sounds nice. That makes sense. So, back in 2015, Mr. Lampert decides to, he makes his own, what's the corporate, oh my gosh, this is so embarrassing. Yeah, the camera's on, I'm just instantly nervous, guys. I can't remember, but he makes his own company, his own real estate company. Sears Growth Properties, that's what it is. And he already has his hedge fund ESL Investments that's pretty much keeping Kmart alive at this point. Sears Holdings alive. Because they're not getting any profit from sales. The last time they got a profit from true sales was, I believe, in 2010. So that's 8 years. 7.5 to 8 years now, depending on how you want to look at it. The last time they actually had a profit was, I think, quarter 3 of 2017 when they sold off their Craftsman brand to Stanley Black & Decker for like $800 million. That was the last time they made a profit. And now they're also wanting to sell off Mr. Lampert is wanting to buy from them the Kenmore name and all the like Sears Parts Direct, everything that Sears still has that's still successful, because you know he wants to know if that company goes belly up, he can just hightail it out there and still not lose anything, and it's really evident if you pay attention. But I might have a bias, but I'm not a businessman, so I wouldn't know. But anyway, here's what I was trying to get at here. Back in 2015, his company, I just said it and I forgot it, the real estate company, Sears Growth Properties, bought out over 200 Sears and Kmart locations. Now that seems fishy. It is, because he's CEO of Sears Holdings, but is also a chairman of the real estate company. So he's the renter and the landlord. That's not right. And what's happening now is, for like one of the Sears in my city is closing currently. It's in a liquidation sale. And the timeline of it is you could tell someone's definitely up, because the Sears announced it's closing. And then about a week later start liquidation, but about maybe a week and a half later, this new company already has been announced to move into the location. While Sears still is in its liquidation, isn't even a quarter of the way done with its liquidation sale. Tell me if that makes sense to you. Let me repeat that. About a week and a half into the store's liquidation sale, someone else has already signed the lease for the space. Does not sound right to me, at least in my head. Usually those things sit empty for a while, then someone sees it and buys and inquires about it. Not just this, oh yeah, exchanging on the way out the door. No, that usually never happens in real estate. Except maybe in houses when the renter's owning weird shit like that. That's the only time I've ever seen that happen, but not in companies like this. So yeah, what I personally think is going on is Mr. Lampert is wanting to get more money from his real estate company, so he's kicking all the Searses out, or he's convincing the board to say those Sears or Kmart's are unprofitable, so they'll close them. Because he's also giving Sears, he's kind of being nice, he's giving Sears a big slash on their rent. Which Sears can't afford that anyway. Who thinks they can afford full-size rent? So that's what's going on with them. But what I think is going on is Lampert's trying to kick everyone out of there, kick all the Sears and Kmart's out, but trying to make it look like they were unprofitable, you see. So that way, maybe he will get more money from them, because the new company going in, I don't know if I should say it or not, round one, which I've never heard of them, first one in Arizona, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. It's like a Japanese entertainment place. It's like bowling alleys and lunch. It looks like a fun place. Not gonna lie, but the timing of it just seems very off. But what he's wanting to do is he's wanting to kick all the Sears and Kmart's out and jack up the rent, make more money for himself. Now I don't think that's all right to do, personally. But what do I know? I'm just, like I said, I'm just an 18-year-old. And researching on the internet. But yeah, anyway, I feel like this video is getting way too long. Hell, it's already 12 minutes, and I've just been babbling on this whole point. If you like it, just like it, share it, do whatever you want. If you don't, be nice about it in the comments. Tell me, or private message me, be like, yo, this was shit. And I'll be like, yeah, it probably was. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you made it through to this point. If you did, congrats to you for dealing with my rambling and rambling on. If not, okay. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I will see you next time.